Hello everybody, today I'm going to be talking to you guys about two of the screenshots that came out a couple of weeks ago. One of them is Ellie, and she looks like she's sad, and the other one is Joel looking a bit guilty. These two screenshots seem to be taken at the same cinematic and at the same moment, so we can all assume that it's basically a conversation that they both are having. I have 5 theories of what this might be, so let's just jump right into them. Okay, number 1, Ellie found out about Joel's lie. Now, at the end of the first game, in the lab, Joel saved Ellie, even though she didn't want necessarily to be saved. Ellie, being immune to the cordyceps disease, was supposedly going to have a cure, like from her, that the fireflies were going to find. But Joel decided to save her once he knew that becoming the cure would kill her. He also killed multiple scientists and doctors, and also killed Marlene. Marlene was someone who Ellie considered almost a mother, technically, because of the entire Riley and Fireflies thing. For those of you who don't know, Riley wanted to become a Firefly, and Marlene basically was like, don't become a Firefly, it's dangerous. But then at the end of the day, Riley did end up becoming a Firefly and leaving the military thing they had going on, where she was with Ellie. So Ellie stayed in the military, and Riley joined the Fireflies. And then after that, they went to the mall, and then the entire Left Behind DLC happened, where Riley died. Now, she really wanted to find this cure for Riley, basically. That was the entire purpose, and that's why Marlene meant so much to her, because Marlene was basically a way to find the cure. Now, Joel killed Marlene. If Ellie found out about this, if Joel told Ellie what really happened, Ellie's probably really shocked that, to begin with, she could have saved all these people and could have been with Riley at the end of the day, because that's what she wanted. She wanted to not more people have to get infected. And let's be honest, she really wanted that. So now Ellie's sad and disappointed that Joel did not tell her sooner. And if you look at Joel, he actually looks kind of guilty in the screenshot. So I think this is the most reasonable way, because that's how we ended up the first game, and just bringing that up and kind of like mixes all the puzzles together for Ellie. And since this game is a lot more about Ellie than about Joel, it will make sense for Ellie to find out. Number 2, Ellie is overwhelmed. Ellie has killed a bunch of people leading up to this point of the story. She was also alone for a long time, going in a killing spree. She probably hasn't slept in a while too, if you think about it. She's just overwhelmed, and seeing a familiar face broke her. She already had a lot going on with the death of someone she loved, causing this killing spree in the cabin. No wonder Joel showing up pushed her to the limit. If you guys watched the trailer, you saw that Joel was nowhere to be seen in any clip leading until the end, when he grabbed Ellie by her mouth. Maybe he has been gone for a long time, and he's just recently seen Ellie again. Apart from this, being alone probably gave her time to think. Too much time. Maybe she's remembering the past, Tess, Sam, but most importantly Riley. If the person that died was Dina, for example, which is one of the theories I have, I actually have a video on who I think died in the cabin, I think she's more than heartbroken. Another person she loves dies yet again. So Tess, Sam, and Riley, they all got infected, right? And now Dina didn't necessarily get infected, but she got killed, probably. This would put her in a position that would just basically make her really overwhelmed to just see Joel again. Number 3, Ellie is grieving. Someone's death triggered this rage instead of Ellie. Whoever died in the cabin, who was killed, made Ellie go into this journey, in a killing spree technically, to kill this entire cult. We don't know who it was, but we do know it had to be someone important. She just lost someone that meant the world to her. It totally makes sense for her to still be sad. If this person didn't mean the world to her, then she wouldn't have gone on a killing spree for them. She also didn't give herself the opportunity to grieve before. She just decided that she was going to kill every last one of them to avenge whoever died. She never stopped for a minute and let it all sink in. She just went to Tommy's and then just decided, I'm going to kill every last one of them. This is kind of like she just was really upset, so she didn't actually think before doing. Now that she sees Joel in this part, she feels like she can be a bit vulnerable instead of being defensive. Being alone all this time didn't give her the chance to do that, so she was just running away and killing all of the members of this sort of cult, causing her to kind of like not think about her actions. And seeing Joel just gave her that like familiarity, so she would have just been, remembering everything that had been going through all the time again, give her this time to think. But yeah, Ellie grieving makes actually a lot of sense. Number 4, Joel had bad news. We can see that Joel is visibly upset. Maybe someone else died or something terrible happened. One of the many things this could be about is this screenshot of Jacksonville burning. We assume it's Jacksonville, we're not sure, but maybe Ellie didn't know about this and Joel is telling her how many people died and that there is no safe place. Even worse, maybe the people from the cult did this in revenge of Ellie killing many of them. This one is a very unlikely theory, but since Ellie left so early, maybe she never saw what we assume is Jacksonville burning. Who knows, maybe Ellie burned a village and that's a screenshot, but for now I'm just assuming that that's Jacksonville. And number 5, Ellie had bad news. If you look at Ellie, she looks scared and sad, and Joel also looks sad. Maybe Joel wasn't there for the death in the cabin and someone he cared about died. So if Tommy died, for example, and Joel was nowhere to be seen at the beginning, so we don't know if Joel actually witnessed the cabin death, and he didn't even talk to Ellie after that, so we have no idea. Maybe somebody that Joel cared about died, maybe Maria or Tommy, most likely Maria. And now he just asked Ellie about how they were doing in Jacksonville, and she told him about the accident and that this was the reason she was really in this killing spree. I really believe the reason behind the screenshot is because Ellie found out about the truth. Let me know in the comments what you think is going on in these pictures. Until the next one.